centuries, and today we will finally dig deep into the roots of Marxism to understand what it's really about. Now we turn to Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, two men who developed the Marxist theory right from its beginning and have seen it grow into what it is today. To get a glimpse of what is happening in this worldwide phenomenon, let's dive right in now. So, Marx, how are things going today?
Well, considering today is my 193rd birthday and Cinco de Mayo, I'd say quite well.
You look fabulous for your age. What's your secret?
You should try a big bottle of Marxism, girlfriend. It'll do you wonders.
Okay, so now I have a question about that. What exactly is Marxism?
I am just so glad you asked, Oprah. Marxism is something that, I created because I kind of am Karl Marx. I helped. Yeah, right, with my little friend Engels over there. He helped a little too. Anyways, Marxism is a theory that both describes the world and can influence change in the world. The theory of Marxism believes that the bourgeoisie enslaved the proletariat, or working class, through different economic policies and the production of goods. The proletariat were wage slaves because the bourgeoisie controlled the superstructure of society, which are all human institutions and ideologies, and this made the rich richer and poor poorer. Society was built on class conflicts, and these conflicts were put into place because of how people work, and the social elite forced their ideas on the working class. Marxism also can describe changes that should take place in the world. One thing Marxism believes, aka moi, is that all private property should just kind of be eliminated. We should also take different means of production away from the bourgeoisie. They have had enough, and benefit the proletariat and working people.
Go. Very interesting. Love the name. So, how did you come up with this theorem?
I was always a poor little chap growing up. One day, I was just sitting in my room listening to Engels over there just rumble on about his girlfriend. She was a sweetheart. All right. Anyways, Engels was just rambling on about everything, and he got to talking about how his girlfriend was all rich, and it popped. I have to help society between the poor and the rich. Brilliant, right, girlfriend? Go.
Truly astounding. So, how did you help your friend Marx, Engels?
Well, we've been friends since we were toddlers talking about dictatorships. You know what I mean, Opes?
No. Ha ha ha.
Oh, well, I just helped him along with stuff, you know what friends do and such.
Oh, I see. Good friends since middle school?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Okay, so, this was created in your home country, Russia, right?
Honey, please, in my own house.
Actually, it was my house.
Mine.
So, Russia, right?
Right.
So then, how did you get out of Russia? If you're on the Oprah show, you've got to have made it out of Russia and into America.
Well, we had a friend of mine, and...
Holy Russian cows. He was my friend too,
Okay, Engels, anywho, we had our friend, George Lucas.
OMG, that George Lucas, as in Star Wars? I love him, OMG!
Wrong, George. This is George Lucas, as in the man who spread Marxism outside of Russia and into Hungary. Get it right, girlfriend.
I am George Lucas. I hear you are a fan of mine.
I was, like, 5 minutes ago. But I do have a question for you. How and why did you try to spread Marxism? What caught your attention?
Well, my Biffles and I got to thinking that we should start applying the techniques of formalism. We thought that being all detailed with our analysis of symbols and imagery and other literary devices, that we should just tell everybody that the social classes wouldn't like each other. Pretty intense. I think you guys call it vulgar Marxism now. Basically, it means that everything you ever read is communism. Harry Potter!
Communism!
Cooking instructions!
Communism!
Toilet paper!
Communism!
Every book ever!
Communism!
Oh, wow. Sounds interesting.
We've definitely had some more exciting Marxists than yours.
Yeah, dude, Marx, do you remember that one guy who looked like this?
Oh yeah, no, I do. That kid was crazy. Well, what was his name again?
He was Italian, right? It was something like The Situation.
No. That's the tool from Jersey Shore.
You're right.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure his name is like Antonio something. That sounds right, yeah.
Antonio Gramsci. I was going to ask you about that. What role did he play?
Man, he went to jail because he got all messed up in fascists, Italy's face, because he was all like, you know what, we need to westernize Marxism.
Yeah, no, I do remember. He didn't like all the materialism and always complained about it, and to develop intellectuals in the working class. Does that sound familiar?
Crazy dude, I don't know what his
Wow. He seemed to be really into it and did well.
I guess.
So, what's up with Marxism these days?
Well, we're kind of in, a chill phase for Marxism these days. However, I'm sure you all remember the phase when Marxist theory was the latest rage.
Oh yeah, when everyone had the latest, awesomest, coolest Marxist and those plush dolls, that was cool.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks to our good American friend Frederick Jameson,
Love the guy.
Marxism was able to spread to America and other English-speaking countries. Good old Fred. He discovered political unconscious.
That means there were press conditions of exploitation and oppression.
Great. Thanks, Engels. Good job.
Always happy to help, bro.
Right. Along with political unconscious, Fred also developed dialectical criticism and dialectical self-awareness.
Well, I know that right now Marxism is selling like hotcakes. That's gotta feel great, am I right?
Yep.
So, well, this has been a great talking with both of you. And you as well, George Lucas. I think we're running out of time. But here's a gift for you. It's under all of your chairs, and you get a gift, and you get a gift. It's a Marxist doll. The latest toy rage. Bye!
I love you.
I hate digging graves.
Guys, louder. We shouldn't even be digging this grave for Ophelia. She committed suicide. It's not right.
I thought Queen Gertrude said she fell off the branch and drowned.
Oh, we all know that's a lie.
Well, then the only reason that she's being buried is because she's part of the upper class.
Right.
Suicide's a sin.
Exactly. We can't bury her in the church graveyard if she commits suicide. She won't go to heaven or anything because it's a sin.
This is ridiculous.
I resent the upper class.
Welcome to Marxist Literary Analysis with Catherine. Today I'm going to be talking about the Marxist themes explored in William Shakespeare's timeless play Hamlet. Shakespeare's Hamlet addresses many Marxist themes through the relationships, interactions, and power imbalances between the major characters. Characters such as Queen Gertrude, King Claudius, Ophelia, and Hamlet represent the upper class, while characters such as Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, various servants, and the gravediggers represent the lower class, or bourgeoisie, which you guys might remember from when we learned about the French Revolution with Mr. Webb. Marxism promotes the idea that economics and social hierarchy dictate how all people interact with each other. According to the Marxist theory, it is the role of the bourgeoisie to rise up against and overthrow the oppressive upper class. In Act 5, Scene 1, the gravediggers are preparing the site where Ophelia will be buried. They discuss the possibility that Ophelia intentionally committed suicide, which disputes the report that Queen Gertrude delivered in the last scene. If Ophelia did actually commit suicide rather than accidentally falling into the river, then she should not be buried in consecrated ground because suicide is a sin. The gravediggers are obviously holding a lot of resentment against the upper class, to which Ophelia belongs. Since Ophelia belongs to the higher branch of the social hierarchy, even if she has committed a sin, she will be buried in consecrated ground, which they don't appreciate. At the time during which Hamlet was first published, it would have been common practice for members of the lower class to be buried in mass graves, lumped together with no respect for the individual. This has been Literary Marxist Analysis with Catherine. See you later!
This is some serious beeswax. Oh, it's still recording. Okay.
Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Karl Marx.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, is bringing me out the door.
The proletariat was turned the beard is okay.
Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of
Very interesting.